I started piano when I was 8, and like pretty much all I was doing was just like literally learning how to play the piano physically, and then like learning how to read music. In 7th grade I started playing bass, and I started taking lessons with Mary Gaines for cello. Through her I started learning theory stuff. I started like actually understanding what I was doing, I guess, and like learning how to play with other people. I was playing with OJ and Sam like all the time on bass, but that was very much like, okay dude, like what fret are you on right now? And then obviously just by ear, but like without really knowing what I was doing. When I came to BME, that was where I had to actually figure out how to be able to play with anybody. It went from being more of like almost playing based on muscle memory in a way, and like thinking very geographically about like, okay, where do I put my hand for this part, to like playing more mentally, you know, and like knowing what was coming, knowing where my notes fit into the song, and like just understanding my role better. When you're a kid, like you're not gonna get as good if you're playing music you don't like. That's part of why BME made me so much better, because I was like listening to all this stuff and realizing I couldn't do it yet. And I was like, oh, but this is so sick, like I need to be able to do this. And then I just wouldn't stop till I could. After a lesson, like we were always expected to have a question to ask, you know? Like not just absorbing the information, but thinking like, okay, how does this really apply to what I'm doing? What do I need to know more about? What am I not understanding? I mean, one thing I always think about is you told me like, if I want somebody that I'm playing with to respect me, I just have to show up to the rehearsal knowing their music better than they do. Maybe the most valuable thing that I got at BME is just being comfortable being uncomfortable. Knowing I have to own up to not knowing stuff, knowing I'm not gonna make excuses for stuff, and so I just need to be prepared. Just like practicing all those skills, I think, really helped me out. I didn't realize this was a unique skill at all. I just kind of assumed everybody had this, but band leading was the biggest thing, where I would be in rehearsals and like nobody's taking charge, everybody's noodling. Fewer people than I expected actually had just a concept of just how to like command everybody's attention, you know, rehearsal flow, like how to get stuff done, like how to not waste people's time. That was such a big focus of me, you know? I was watching you lead the group and you show everyone else how to lead the group. And then as I got into my older years, as a BME participant, then I had more responsibility to show the other kids how to lead. I think the thing that's most valuable about the school, and what would have been most valuable for me at that age, is just to be able to play so many different styles of music with a bunch of different people. You're not the only person who's uncomfortable. Like everybody's learning together. And you have you and Ruben and whoever else is leading the class who's only there because they want to make you better.